girl is having a bad hair life at the moment. Hello YouTubelings, I hope you're well. So as you can probably tell from the title, I am talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6, bitches! Okay. Super exciting. I am in love with the show. I got into it around, it was halfway through season 4, which is a bit late, I know. But considering I live in the UK and we don't really have access to it here, I mean, it's only been the last couple of months that they actually launched it on Netflix, so more people are now kind of aware of it. But even then, it's still kind of a niche program. So, you know, and it's kind of hard to get hold of in this country to watch it. I mean, it was on TV very briefly, but like one season. But anyway, I digress. But they've launched the trailer for season 6, like the proper one, you know, with like actual footage of stuff, and it's just like epic. I just cannot wait. It is just absolutely jam-packed, and I just figured I would talk a little bit about it, and you know, just like, because I'm really super excited and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And this is like a big thing for me because like all my friends know this is my favourite TV show. I am constantly like coming out with Drag Race isms and stuff. Werk! And I just can't get enough. I am a complete addict to it. But, you know, it could be worse. I could be addicted to worse things. Okay. So the trailer starts off with La Ganja Estranja turning up in the workroom, announcing it's season 6, and then just death dropping to the floor. And it's like, okay, the fun starts to hit kittens. And then sort of they go through a couple of intros, and like Vivacious turns up with this like crazy ass like alien thing, and you know, comes out with like the line of the trailer so far. Mother has arrived. You know, she gives off real old school Paris is Burning kind of style drag, and I'm loving it. There's also some features on Adore Delano, who is really popular on YouTube and has a past history in American Idol, which should prove interesting because Courtney Act is also on the show this year, and she was in Australian Idol, so we've kind of got a clash of the countries here in terms of singing, and it'd be really interesting to see if there's a music challenge, kind of who can out-sing who. So I'm really looking forward to that. That being said, I'm super excited that Courtney is in the show this season. I have seen a few bits of hers, especially when she's done some work with Willem and that kind of thing. There's this hilarious video on YouTube where Willem, Vicky Vox and Courtney Act go through an airport in full drag, and it's just hilarious. And the first time I watched it, I didn't really know who Courtney Act was, and I actually thought it was a girl. She is so fishy, she just passes, you just can't tell, and she's just absolutely amazing. But that being said, there are some seriously good queens this year, so she's got her work cut out, so she better step it up. On the topic of interesting queens this year, we've got some very interesting characters like Ben de la Creme, who is a very good friend of Jinx Monsoon, and you can tell the kind of kooky charm that Jinx has clearly is present in Ben de la Creme, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that's going to kind of come off, because her Meet the Queen video was just really, really good. You know, she looked a lot like Michelle Visage, and she knows it and plays upon it. That's brilliant. I cannot wait. Also, Milk is one that I'm really keeping an eye on. Milk looks like some really crazy kind of weird far out drag, and I love queens that can do that but do it well. You know, there are some queens that really try and take it out the box, like Serena Cha-Cha, but just she didn't know really how to do it. 5G, good God, get a grip, girl. You know, the concept that she had was quite interesting, but she just couldn't bring it to life. But Milk seems to be able to do something with that in the same way that Sharon did in season 4. You know, she walked in as this complete, you know, drag outcast in her style, you know, this horror, death, glamorous kind of stuff, and it just worked. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what Milk can do. Also, there was a really interesting bit with Courtney, and it looks like there might be a little romance going on there between Milk and Courtney, you know, unless it's just very good editing. But I mean, you know, it would be quite interesting if that does happen. That'd be, you know, very cute to have a little romance going on. Also, there are some big celebrities this year. Obviously, they always have good celebrities, but this year they've got Adam Lambert, they've got Neil Patrick Harris, Khloe Kardashian, Paula Abdul, you know, just, and the list just goes on and on and on. And, you know, they've got like Chaz Bono, and then Cher's mum as well as Georgia Holt. Oh my God, that's gonna be crazy. That had better be a Cher tribute week or something, because that is just Cher all over. Okay, oh. Did I really just do that? Oh God. Another queen that I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot more of is Darian Lake. She seems to have a really funny personality, in the same way that Latrice Royale, although they're both big queens, they really didn't let it be a hindrance. They kind of owned it and made it their own. Whereas with some of the other ones, it's been something of like a crutch that they've fallen on so that they can't do certain challenges. But I don't really get that vibe with Darian. You know, I could be getting her completely wrong, but she just seems very fun and quite well versed. So I'm really looking forward to seeing a different style of, you know, again, of a big queen, because, you know, you've got to represent, okay? On the runway, there are some really interesting looks. There's someone coming out in an insect kind of thing. Then someone else comes out with this kind of big kind of wing pow kind of stuff, and I think that's Courtney. But I'm not 100% sure, because there's like, you know, some paint going on. And there is also like this crazy umbrella thing where they're walking out, but there's like umbrella with beads coming off of it and you can't really see the person underneath. So I don't know who that is. I've not worked that one out yet, but if you know, like, tell me, because it is kind of bugging me a little bit. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the kind of, you know, the drag that's going to come onto the stage. There's some really good looks in the video, and I really want to see, you know, something a little bit weird and different again. You know, I like that kind of drag. Bianca Del Rio is one that I am also keeping an eye on. She looks like she's got a very sharp wit and kind of on the ball. She also looks like she's going to be one that plays to win. Not necessarily a bad thing, but I don't really expect her to be kind of cutthroat in the same way that pageant queens can be sometimes. You know, as we know with Roxy and Fifi, they were kind of a bit cutthroat to get to the top. Whereas Bianca, I think, she really wants to get to the top, but I don't really anticipate she's going to be horrible about it. If I'm wrong, that'll be a shame, but she seems to be really funny, and I can't wait to see some of the funny stuff that comes out. There's a lot of featuring on queens like Bianca, Milk, Courtney, Laganja, and also Gia Gunn. I wasn't expecting to have a lot of her featured in the trailer, which suggests to me that she's going to be in for quite a while. And that's quite interesting, because from the beginning, I've not really sort of sensed a whole lot of stuff from her. I'm hoping maybe she'll be one of the ones that will sort of show off a lot more in the actual show than perhaps in the interviews and the pre-build up. I don't think she's been clocked as much as some of the other queens who are a lot bigger and more well known, and she seems one that could be a bit of a dark horse. So I really think that Gia is one to keep an eye on. She could definitely go quite a way if she can really get things right, and I think she might. You'd better work. Some of the challenges that they've shown, there's one where someone, I think it's Darian, is throwing a bottle at a wall, so that looks like some kind of acting challenge. There's also one with lots of blood and pig's blood and screaming, so I think that's another acting one, and I think they've got the woman from The Exorcist, Cheryl Blair or something. I think she's one of the judges, so I would assume they'll tie the two together, so that looks like some kind of horror, scary acting challenge. So that will be good fun, I think, that they can really get into and sort of scream over how the blood and gore is going to ruin their paint and all that kind of stuff, whatever. And as always, I am really looking forward to Snatch Game. It's one of the best episodes, I think, of the whole season. And season 5 was a little bit of a letdown for me. Jinx completely owned it, but the others were a little bit lackluster, and I really want some kind of big characters, big personalities that we can really relate to this year. So that'd be really, really good. But I would like to know who you think is going to play who in the Snatch Game. So let me know who you think each queen will do or should do or could do. Just comment below, and I wanna hear what you guys have to think about this, because I am a little bit torn as to who I think should play who, but it'll probably fall into place more once I get to know the queens a bit better once the show airs next month. And as always, I'm hoping that there's some good sound bites and some good quotes that come out of it. Y'all can't take this. Because Drag Race is always famous for bringing out funny quotes and one-liners that just stand the test of time. Yes, girl. So bring it on, okay? So that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And comment, subscribe, like me. I really want to hear what you guys think about the trailer and Snatch Game and the Queens, and you know, who you like, who you dislike. Comment me, let me know, message me. Also follow me on Twitter at Chris Says It. Follow me, comment, say hi. I always like to hear from you guys. So if you do find me on Twitter through this video, let me know, and that'd be cool. But yes, until then, take care of yourself. Be good, keep out of trouble as best your ability. Okay? And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye. Girl.